Hello, welcome back. So, once again, we're doing something different, and this time I wanted to do a different type of a video. I wanted to show you a few of the favorite things that I do at my camps, like merges and other things. Obviously, I'm not the best builder out there. I'm okay, and I'm okay with being okay. Like, I have friends that I've learned from that are really good builders, but I also do go online. I go on YouTube, and, like, for example, I follow Moonlight Cowboy, Kiki B Plays, and there's others I can't really think of on top of my head, but there's like people that you can find with like tutorials, and they will teach you. And it's amazing how this community looks out for one another. And I always encourage everybody, just look things up on YouTube. You will learn. And whatever you learn, you can get better at it and make it even better. So I'm hoping other people do that, because for me, like I'm kind of simple. I like using merges, but I also at the same time kind of like using what you have and just struggling to make it work without making it too extreme. I don't even know how to put it into words. That's just the type of person I am. I do want to get better at, like, merging and all that stuff. But at the same time, I'm always going to go to the simple things just to see if I can make those simple things work in my favor to make it better. I don't even know if any of that makes sense, but all of these are just the most basic things that I could think of, because I constantly go back to them and use them in my camps. So I don't know if this is going to help somebody. I'm hoping, but please don't look at me for like the best camps, because I'm not the one. Look at other people. There's so many great builders on YouTube that you can look and search for and learn from them. Like, everything that I'm doing right now is just merging one thing into the other thing, and you can play around and figure out the best thing that can work for you. I've done some weird merges. I just wanted to see what works and what doesn't. But for this one, the only one that's a little different is the generator. You have to connect the generator to something before you merge it into the box, because once it's merged, you cannot connect the power cord, whatever it is, because Bethesda. So, that's the only thing. But once you get to the light, that's another thing. It's just a merge in a merge. I don't know how else to explain it. These are very simple things that you can learn, and just something that I constantly use at my camps. So obviously, I like merging things into other things, decoration purposes mostly. But other times I do like the merging because I just want to hide certain things. Like for the chessboard display, I don't always want to show it. And it kind of only works when you place a plate on it and then put it on the table. It kind of works on that. But everything else, it's kind of a no. It's a no for me. So I will merge it. Other than the merges, though, sometimes I do like to find other things to do. And I have a few things that I have learned. I'm still learning every single day. But a friend of mine showed me how to, make the chairs look like they're actually under the table and not just on the side. And thank God, because I have used this almost every single time. The only thing that you have to do is just place a table, destroy it, and then place the chairs and fix the table. Easy as that. And I wish I knew this long time ago, because I wanted to do this in so many of my camps, and would have worked in my favor, because like those are the camps that were a little too tight, and I needed more room for, like, if people were walking around. So this was perfect. The other thing that I learned, and I'm pretty sure I learned it from Moonlight Cowboy, I've always wanted to, like, know how those people, when they destroy a prefab, how do they build inside of it? Because once it's destroyed, you can't just randomly place things inside. But with this trick, and I believe there's other tricks, I just need to learn those. This one is something that changed my life when it comes to building camps. So you take 5 short cabinets and line them up, and then on the opposite side place 5 more. I like to face them towards each other because it kind of works better. In the end, you'll see what I mean. Once it's done, you place the carpet on top. This is where you go one by one, trying to figure out which cabinet is actually attached to the carpet, and you just pull both out. You always focus on the cabinet and not the carpet. So when you're placing it to merge it, always click on the cabinet, and don't go too far because you can go too far, so just keep an eye out. Once that's done, you can go to the next step, and that is you drag this over and place it inside of the prefab that you've chosen. The important thing is the prefab has to still be intact. So once you do this, you can destroy the prefab. It will destroy the prefab, but it will not destroy the carpet or the cabinet. And then you can place anything on the carpet. I like to place more carpets to cover the whole floor so I can just keep building it. The only thing that sucks, I still don't know how to do anything on the walls. So I'm still learning. If you want to know that, I suggest going and, looking up other YouTubers for more help. Once I learn it, I will show you, but right now I don't. And I don't have the time to actually work on it, figure it out myself. So yeah, just look up somebody else on YouTube. I'm pretty sure there's somebody that knows this. So the next thing that I do, have done for the longest time, is this. Before we got the actual kitchen cabinets, we had to get creative, and I learned this from a friend a long time ago, and I just never looked back. Even now, like every now and then I will use it because I really like the wood in the kitchen. But instead of merging things, you can use the camp module to separate them, so like make them float. And yeah, you can use this in so many different ways. I've only used it this way, and I still only use it this way. Maybe I'll get creative one of these days, but you have to line them up in 3s because they don't stack on top of each other unless there's 3, because they want to, connect. You know this. So once I do the 3, depends on how many I need, and then I'll, separate them. You have to do it just like with merging, figure out where you want the height. And then sometimes it gets a little too high, so you have to merge it inside of each. I'm showing you in the video, you get the point. But it's a really fun idea, and there's other things that you can do with it. I just don't really have the time to show you the other things that I know, but it's fun. It's a different type of a kitchen if you want to do something different. So the next thing that I'm doing is about the roofs, obviously, and I always wanted a ceiling, but I also wanted an angled roof, and I learned from a friend a while ago what she does at her camps, which look amazing, is just placing a flat roof, destroying it, then placing an angled roof, and then restoring the other one. And it's great. It takes a lot of budget, so just keep that in mind. So this last one that I got for you is going to be a blueprint, and it has a few steps. This is the wall that you can place anywhere. So starting with the first step, you have the wall, and then you have the walkway on top. You have to blueprint that. Then you place the little welcome mat, line it up with the doorway, place it kind of in the wall, and then place the blueprint on top of it. Once you do that, you make a new blueprint with the little mat together. Once that's done, the blueprint can be placed anywhere, and I have used this a lot. It's very fun. There's other ways to do this, which I don't have time to do. I don't want to make this video way too long. Obviously, if you saw the beginning, you saw a few other things that I've shown, but I haven't really shown you how to do it because I don't want to make too long of a video. Either way, this is the way that I use the wall anywhere blueprint. So hopefully you enjoyed that. But since we are at the end of the video, again, like I said, there is a lot more that I did not show you, but I'll leave that for another video. If you're still here, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Until next time, bye-bye.